Lots of gameplay and footage has been released recently over the past few days, so I thought I'd just cover all of it in this video. To start things off, let's go right into the bosses. The Emperor Bulblax is one of the ones that has been shown. This guy is obviously fan favorite from the first game, and it seems like he is going more into the first game style, as you can see in this clip where he is emerging the same way in the first game, whereas in the second game, he would just have his eyes poking out and you wouldn't actually see their back. So that's pretty cool to see. You can also see him in a little bit more detail in the Piclopedia. The second boss that has been shown is the Man at Legs. This is one of the most memorable enemies from the game because he sucks. Seriously though, it's really nice to have this intimidating enemy back in the game. And the third boss that has been recently revealed is the Gulix looking slime thing. Now this one's obviously orange instead of blue, but you can see the player fighting it and then they do eventually defeat it. It's just interesting to see. Some other noteworthy enemies that have been recently shown are the Anode Beetle. Spirited Amprat is another one. And from there, just going back into the Piclopedia, something else of note is that pretty much all of the Bulborbs are coming back. You can see everything from the Bull Bear to the Anteater Bulborb are coming back. The only ones that don't appear to be coming back are the Hairy Bulborbs. They're just not shown in the Piclopedia there. Maybe they are coming back, who knows. The other noteworthy thing from the Piclopedia is the Fire Pancake. Now, the reason he's noteworthy is because in the demo, you can see the full image. And in this trailer footage from Nintendo, you can only see the top of the image. And right beside it is another enemy of the same type. Now, this could be like a glow version or a shock version of the pancake dude. So that's just cool to see. And from the demo Piclopedia, since I just recently mentioned that, the only noteworthy enemies are really the Icy Blowhog, since he's brand new, which pretty much everybody has encountered, and the Tusked Blowhog, or warthog looking creature, who's just a cool addition to the game. And we also have Sonic here, which pretty much everybody has fought since he's the first enemy that you fight with Olimar. Other interesting enemies of note are the Ice Bulborbs, which can be seen at the end of the demo in screenshots. So there are also these Electro Slugs, Electro Snails. Not too sure, they're just seen very briefly in the background of a trailer footage. Some other noteworthy enemies are the Poison Leafs, and you can also see that the regular Leafs are in the game as well. There are also Electric Dweevils coming back, and they hide under treasures, or even under castaways, so that's something to look out for when you're playing the game. We also have Joustmites coming back, and in this PvP footage here, you can see that Armored Cannon Beetles, or at least the Larvalings, are coming back. And we have a regular Wollywog instead of just the giant one. And we also have this long mouth creature who has been shown a few times in previous trailers. I just don't see very many people mentioning them. And in this portion of the footage as well, you can see Scutterchucks just kind of moving in the background. But there are these little tiny red things hopping that you can see right before the Scutterchucks. And additionally, you can also see the burrowing Snagrit, but it doesn't have any hairs. Not too sure if the little red guys are different enemies or if the burrowing Snagrit is a new version or variant, so I'm just putting them at the end because I'm not too sure if they're new or not. That's pretty much it for enemies. There might be a few more, but those are just the more recent ones that have been shown that haven't really been talked about. Other big things of note is the map for the secondary has pretty much been completely revealed. It shows the location of multiple things like the mushrooms over here in the right corner. I assume you just have to grow these mushrooms and then they just stay there and they can be used to traverse the area. You can also see that there's at least 2 timed Danduri events on the map, and we can see the location of a fair amount of treasures. On the topic of treasures, there's also been a fair amount of new treasures that have been shown, like this ring, but the only one that I find really interesting is the Easter Island head. I'll kind of just leave it at that. Some other interesting aspects that have been shown are gameplay and hazards. We have the water sprinklers and the electric sprinklers. We also have these climbing sticks, which can be used for Pikmin in order to traverse areas and just cross gaps. And we also have some ice fence looking thing, which is probably going to be taken down with ice Pikmin or maybe something else. Also, the last really big thing of note is just that glow Pikmin don't really count as regular Pikmin, but more as like Bulbmin and Puffmin. This is the third time that they've shown pretty much all the Pikmin lined up, but the glow Pikmin has been excluded. And the website also shows this too, pretty much directly saying that glow Pikmin aren't really regular Pikmin. The final thing that I will mention is that there has been a lot of data mines from the demo. If you want to look into that stuff, you can. I'm just not going to mention in this video. And that's everything noteworthy that I found recently. Until next time.